Hello, everyone. What we have here today is this. I have no idea really. It's some kind of electrical component. It's like a starter for, factories use it to, for low voltage stuff like that. Even it's got semen on it. Somebody likes semen. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this thing apart. They're a little bit of a booger. I had one earlier, and it really gave me hell to take it apart. So, there's a few different parts to it. This one here, you got all the screws, and it's a different setup, but it slides into it, like this right here. There's another piece that goes here that holds this on. So, and it's just another dial. So, I have no idea how to take this thing apart. I haven't done it on this one. So, there's no screws. Looks like to be some gold here. So, we're going to see if we can't figure it out real quick. There's even gold in the back side of it. Right there. There's not these, but these. So, it looks to me like it's just going to snap together. So, let me find my knife here and see if we can't get it out. Get this one here apart without having to cut myself. Like I said, I've never popped one of these apart before. They just pop apart real easy. So there we go. There's nothing in there. It's plastic, so we throw it in the trash. But it sure looks good on the inside. It's got an epoxy covered board. There's a tantalum. Got a tantalum capacitor. There's a little socket mount IC chip right there. I can't remember what these resistors are called, but they're gold in them. There's gold. Everything here is gold lined. So, pretty neat looking little board. Let's see if we can squeeze it out of there real quick. I do have some good news. What was that?
That my box office got my meat in it. I didn't go there.
You'll probably recognize the voice. So, finally, the love of my life came back home.
The dog.
The dog Milo, he's home. And Dodie came with him. So, we're working on things and everything's been good so far. Let's just hope they last.
It will.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the.
As long as you remember,
Hard.
I'm the boss.
She's the boss. She's the boss.
No.
Remember that.
No, we're both the boss.
We both have balls.
No, I said we're both
Oh,
boss.
you hear that? We're mothballs.
Yes.
What the hell? This thing is really, I don't know. It's gonna probably be hell to take this thing apart. So, the circuit board don't even want to pop out. Something so tiny, gotta be so hard. Oh man. Let's see. Maybe we can cut the tabs off here. I took the bigger part of this, I took it apart with a hammer. So I'm back in the house now, so I can't do that. I'll leave Dodie a good mess. She won't like it too much. Alright, looks like it might be trying to come apart now. Throw that in the trash. Alright. This part, the other part, this is on some really long pins. God bless. Okay, there's the big old long pins that was holding that thing in there. You see the gold on there too. Inside, my goodness, this thing is nuts. It's got gold here. So, it's pretty well populated. There's some more tantalums on there. Little IC chips, another tantalum right here. Some little resistors. They'll have gold in them too. Anywho, let's see if we can't figure this other section out real quick. That heat just kick on? Damn. It must be getting cold.
It's chilling down outside.
Yeah. There we go. I see what's happening now. Alright. See if we can get a hold of this plastic. Pull it up. It's got some kind of resin in it to make it water resistant. So, yeah, maybe that's what's making it so hard. My goodness. You know, taking stuff apart with a knife is not cool, guys. I mean, you could slip, cut yourself wide open, even through a glove. So I wouldn't recommend you trying this at home. So, let's see. I think I left them channel locks outside. I took them out there earlier. So, guess we're gonna put this thing to the side. And maybe work on it again later. Cause I'm gonna probably have to take it apart with a hammer. It's full of that epoxy. And that stuff is really, really wicked. And it's hard to get out sometimes. Unless I can figure out another way to do it. That thing's hard. Hard as a rock. Hit my leg. Don't know about this one. We'll take it. I'll finish it up in another video. It's this stuff is really nasty, slick, and it's all the way up in there. It makes this thing just nowhere near taken apart easy. Anyway, I got another thing right here. And it looks to be pretty simple to take apart. Sorry about that. But again, you got to take it apart with your knife. It's got probably some aluminum contacts in there, aluminum little forks to make your connection. So we won't even worry about them. That's where the screws go to hold your wires and stuff. Okay. Probably gonna be the same thing on this side. I told my friend that gave me these that I would try to do a video on them because they look pretty easy, and I was telling him, you know, certain things had silver contacts in them, and certain things don't. So I'd never taken one of these apart before, so I thought, what the hell, you know, give them to me. I'll see if I can make some use out of them. Get some silver or whatever out of them. If not, you know, hey, we just won't get them. But this thing here, you see, it just came apart really easy. That's wild. That's gonna be garbage. This is gonna be garbage. But then you got 2, 3 pretty nice boards. There's a bunch of MLCC, big MLCCs on there. You know, some little capacitors. Front, you're gonna have some silver coated buttons inside. Then you got gold contact on here, gold ENIG. You got your little chips, more MLCCs, a few little diodes. And there's 3, looks like spools on here, so let's see if we can't get this thing apart. It's got a heck of a aluminum heat sink right there. Well, it's got a star bit holding that in there, so I don't have that set in here, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I got one right here, but I don't know if I got anything that big not in here. Unless these boards are glued down. I've never seen nothing like this before. It's pretty neat. Literally 3 circuit boards. Yeah. Okay, well, let's try to do it the right way. I don't know that I got the right bed in here, because this thing is made for freaking computers. So let's try to go with this one. It's too big. So we'll go to the next side down, which is a 1. Alright. And this may not even take it apart. Because, I mean, no, they're not torqued. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. My little kit couldn't handle no torque. It'd probably take the screwdriver apart. Alright. There's 1 down. This right here is probably just going to take that heat sink out. Not certain. Well, we'll find out here in a second. And that damn screw don't want to come out. Okay, let's try again. Try again. And it still don't want to come out. Or maybe it's in there. Maybe it's got a keeper that holds it in. So we'll try the other side. And that one don't come out either. So, slide the heat sink right out. That's a good little chunk of aluminum right there. Alright, now, that's what was holding the circuit board together. So, yeah. And man, this dude is, it's nice inside. It's got all kind of stuff in there. Nice components. That's going to be an insulator. That's going to be an insulator. So that's nothing really. But everything looks to be filled with copper. All these little boxes right here. Let's see, that one, maybe that one, that one, that one, and that one. They're silver contacts. Don't know for sure what these are, but we'll find out. Got that sticky, had like lithium grease all over it. Let's see here. See if I can get that off there with these flush cutters. Wherever these things come from, I tell you what, they sure was put together good. They're easy to take apart as far as that, but you know, they're on, I guess they're on pins. Don't know exactly what that is, but it looks to have copper in it. So let's see if I can't take that lid off there. Yeah, it's just copper sheet. It ain't worth the crap. It ain't worth nothing. Don't even worry about. Won't even go about. Worry about trying to get nothing out of this. But it's got that jelly in it. And it's they got circuit boards. There are pins in there, which may be, you know, I'm not messing with it, but it's got that freaking jelly in there. That may be silver in there, but I'm not gonna mess with it. Oh, that stuff is nasty. Yes, there it is. I'm not even gonna take the other one off. All right, let's see if we can get this box off here. Usually you can just smack them a couple times, one side or the other, and they'll break right off. Or at least the cover anyway. And then you will expose a little copper coil, I guess. Let me get that cover off. There's your contactor. You can see your contacts in there. There's your copper. And they're really easy to take apart. You got little copper bands around it, and it's going to have a contact on it too. So I always just pull them. Oh shit. Sorry. I always pull them to the side. That way you can pull them out for the most part. Whenever they want to play right. So you snip it, plastic falls off. You're going to have a silver contact right here. Doing. Alright. So I'll take my cutters and I'll just snip it close, or pull it Try to pull it out, but most of the time they break because they're so thin. So we'll set that in my silver contact pile. And then I got a bucket down here that I throw my copper in. So this other little piece, most of the time they just pull right out. But this in here seems to be cramped in there. Ouch. Well, that's it. I held it over the bucket and it still hit the floor. I won't even mess with it. I'll clip the copper off of it, throw it in my bucket, throw the rest of it in the shred pile, and then the second one, I pull it off like this, and then you can see the little contact in there. Some of these things are cramped in there and plastic. Some of them are not. But that's okay. Because for the most part, you know what I mean, if I was outside, I could knock them in the head with a hammer. There's your silver contact and your copper bit. Alright. That one came out pretty easy. Okay, that's gonna be metal, which it just fell off and went under the couch. I'll throw it in a shred bucket. I ain't gonna worry about spooling that copper off today. I've got several of them. The other part of this disc came off of here. Was this, and it is pretty rewarding. Let me take the screws out of here, drop them in the box. Shit, I got the whole damn thing in the box. I don't know where it went. I don't see it. Oh, okay, that was that one little metal piece that fell. Okay, cool. So I want to take these other screws out real quick. Make this a little bit easier to deal with. I won't have to worry about it again here in a minute. Zoom, go lay down. Anyway, this are your plugs, where it plugs in, whatever it plugs into, it plugs into, and the other thing plugs into the back right here, and that's what makes the contact, which on the flip side, there's a nice button, silver contact, and these things, just lift right out and fall to pieces. Okay, so that's going to have a little bit of metal in it, but that's no big deal because it just falls right out. Okay, so the bottom side, or the top side, there's a little divot of silver. They just pull right apart. And then this plastic slides off. And then there's your copper and your contact. You just cut your copper off. These will have to be sweated off, so we'll do that in another video. But what the real treat is these little red things here. And the metal just pops right off there. But, okay. Let me get this other one off there real quick. Let's see if we can't close on these circuit boards. Oh, I'm not gonna mess with them right now, but you see they got some pretty nice components. A lot of silver in there. There's three more boxes on here. It's got contacts, and there's one big one right there. It's got contacts, and then it's probably all I'll mess with for the time being. They were really nice. Alright, one more to bend and break off. Yeah, that's a bunch of contacts in there. But these, oh, get my bucket out of the way. These little things right here, I mean, they just pull in, pull out. That's your contactor. You take your cutters or your side cuts or whatever, and you'll twist and you'll pull them little things out. It's got springs in it. And then there's two. God dang, I can't even hold them. Okay, you got two silver contacts there. Alright, let's see. Maybe I can get this to do right. Because that blue thing should pop out. But it ain't. So, I can get my cutters in there. There we go. It popped right out that time. Then you just pull the plastic off. And then there's you two more contacts. There's some springs and all that stuff in there. Maybe this here will act right. Anyway, it's going to act right because I pulled it apart. You pull this thing here out, throw the rest of it in the garbage. You got your contact right here. Just pull it right out. And then there's your other two. So this thing here had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Had 12 contacts in it. That may be, hey, 2 or 3 grams of silver. Well, I missed one. There's 14 in it. Hey. Plus some ones I got off the circuit board. Plus it has all this copper, so it adds up. I don't know about that damn little white box right there. I can't seem to get enough of that junky gooey stuff out of there to get that off. I'll follow up with another video on these ones. But that is copper. It's in there. Unless I can get my side cuts in there. Hell, this damn thing's done bent. They're from Amazon. They're really cheap, so I think it was $7 or $8 for 5 pair of them. It's a wonder they ain't done busted plumb in half. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that out of there. No, it was not in here. I had to go outside. Anyway, you got nice silver contacts, nice boards. You know, you got some silver components and stuff like that in there. I'll see if I can clean some of these contacts up for you real quick. And I'll call it a video. Call it a good one. So this stuff here is pretty thick. I don't know if these little cutters, yeah, they might break. Yeah. Oh. copper's pretty thick. So, may have to go outside and get my good cutters to, yeah, these are gonna break now. I'm gonna break them. Just grab a hold of it. Nope, not gonna work. Alright, get my good cutters here. So, when you're processing this silver, you want to get as much of the base metal off as possible. So, that's about all I can do. Cut them short. And these big cutters here, they don't cut them as close as I like. But that copper is pretty thick, so we'll throw that in a bucket. And we'll get the contact off of these. You see, I cut it. It's still got the copper on it. But it's okay, because your chemicals will take care of it. It'd just be more pretty green or blue once your copper goes into solution. Which I haven't been doing anything in a while. I have been running my silver cell, trying to maintain everything. I got 2 properties here to take care of. Mine and this one. My other one and this one. Okay. That's pretty thick. Throw your copper in a bucket, and then I'll sweat them off. I mean, they're bigger than I thought they was gonna be, but it's okay. I'm gonna stick the rest of this stuff in my little contact bowl. Work on them later. Get these other little contacts right here. These are the ones that Scrap It All was talking about, and he really done a good job at cleaning them contacts up. Sometimes it's hard because sometimes these little boxes carry really, really, really tiny contacts, and he had that thing blowed up. It made it look like it was as big as a marble. I thought it was funny. I really loved that. But I don't have the kind of side cutters that he's got. So what I was going to show you is I was going to try to. Is like he said, that these things are crimped in there. You know, that one there is flat. If you get a hold of this copper and you twist it, I don't have it. He is exactly right. You get a hold of that. Hold on a second, I'll get it up in the camera. I'm trying to see with my bifocals. Okay, you get it up. Well, this one here, you'll position just a little bit different. There's your contact. Right there. There's your contact. Position that just a little bit different. And then you turn that and it starts coming out. I ain't got the right kind of cutters, but you'll turn that. If you'll pull up or pull down like this just a little bit, that contact most of the time will just pop right out of that hole. And then, like he did, you grab a hold of it with your cutters. Yeah, if I could see, that'd be great. Grab a hold of it. My cutters ain't very big, and it just comes right out. I really enjoyed that video. Scrap It All. I made a good video out of it. But that's gonna be silver plated. So, and most are. Unless you get into the bigger industrial stuff, most of them are plated, which is okay. You still get the silver out of them. And most of this thin stuff, I mean, it just tears right away. And you can clip that, and this stuff will just tear right. It'll tear right away from the edge of the contact because it's on a rim right there. See, it all just popped off, and my camera's not focused. Yeah, there's a little ring, and it's all just crimped right down on top of that real thin copper. See, it's like microfiber. But anyway, guys, that's gonna conclude the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If this is your first time watching, well, more than welcome to come back, like, subscribe, share the video, and there's going to be more to come. If you're already here, thank you. I appreciate you very much, and God bless all of you. Things are getting better, and we'll see you next time.